Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all. Oh shoot, hold on. What I do? Hmm. What did I do? Hold on. Oh. Oh, can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Thumbs up if you can hear me. Let's have a conversation, y'all. We need to have a conversation. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Let me do this. Hold on. I'm about to do something I just saw. Hold on. There we go. I just saw this and I'm about to stroll it at the bottom. Here we go. Is it strolling? Is it strolling? I don't see nothing strolling. Hold on. I thought I was doing something. There we go. There we go. I saw another content creator put send super chat. If you want your comment read out loud, listen, let me do this disclaimer right quick because we are going to be talking about Tasha K. Not talking about Tasha K so much as talking about her like as an individual, but we're going to be talking about something that she said that I have concerns with, y'all. So let me do this disclaimer right quick. I'm actually going to read this one. Copy disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for the purpose such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarships, education, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that may otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips to balance in the favor of fair use. Everybody, please hit that thumbs up. I think this is a very interesting conversation. I spoke to my husband about it, and I'm kind of passionate about it, and I want to talk about it. And I'm going to drop the link. And if anybody want to come up and have an adult dialogue, is definitely welcome to do so. I'm dropping the link. Okay, so Tasha K, I'm going to actually show a little of her video because I kind of want to know, I want you guys to hear what she has to say. But listen to this. Let me let a couple more people get in here. I got 86 people in here right now. Let me get it up to 100 and we will get in a conversation, okay? Let me get it up to 100. Let me go get a water right quick. Hopefully when I come back, it's at 100. Hold on, y'all. Okay. I'm back, y'all. I still see 86 people. It's okay. I'm gonna go ahead and roll with it. Guess people don't want to talk about nothing but you know who. But anyway, so listen, Tasha K, y'all heard about the turkey leg guy. You know, him and his wife are the owner of the turkey leg hut out in Houston, Texas. Do y'all remember that story? Y'all remember that story? Do I need to pull up any pictures of him? Do y'all know who I'm talking about? Do y'all understand who I'm talking about? I'm only saying this because I want you guys to follow me on this because this is very interesting that I have to say. Okay. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? She said yes. Okay, so y'all do know who I'm talking about. Okay, so the turkey leg hut owner, the female came out not too long ago, and she stated that she was in an abusive relationship. She was basically living hell on earth. He's a manipulator. He's deceitful. He's a liar. He's an abuser, mentally, emotionally, that type of stuff, right? So anyway, Tasha K took on the story 3 days ago, and she totally shocked me. And I guess the reason why she shocked me because I've actually heard people like her make this claim before. I want to talk about it because I actually want to see how you feel about it. So let me just tell you the stance that Tasha K is taking, okay? So Tasha K is saying she's not saying that the woman is lying about anything that he's doing, right? She's saying, okay, I'm not saying that you're wrong about what he's doing to you. You know, she could care less. But she thinks outing him on social media is wrong, and it's taking food. Well, it's taking money out of the business, one, taking the food out of their children and families' mouth, two. Okay. Let me let you listen to a little bit of what Tasha K had to say. Okay. And then let's get into it. Let's talk about it. Let's have a real dialogue because I've heard people say this before. Okay. So let's listen to a little bit of what she has to say. I may have to go back a little bit.
To need all the support I can get.
Enrique Iglesias.
I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all know Tasha K gonna have her.
3 global.
I'm sorry, y'all know Tasha K gonna have her ads up in here. Hold on, let's go back just a little bit. I don't want to show the whole video.
Let it come out in the paperwork. Irreconcilable differences. What can we do now? And she says that, and
let me fast forward.
Losing me. I'll die behind.
Okay, hold on.
To commence, and I'm ready. Everything to finally have peace.
Let me see if this is it.
So,
come on, Tasha, say what you got to say.
Because he's not emotionally meeting your needs and treating you.
Okay, here she go.
We got the marriage, we got the kids, we got the family, we got the employees, people that work for them. They have families. Everybody's in a boat. You decide, because he's not emotionally meeting your needs and treating you how you feel you deserve to be treated, which is your right. Right? Every woman deserves that. But because you're not getting your way, it seems like you just want to punch a hole in the boat. So for you to prove a point that we just not finding out about, the police don't know about it. The courts don't know about it. The divorce court don't know about it. Why do we know this first? You want to punch a hole in the boat and sink the whole boat with you, your kids on it, him, the employees, and everybody that put everything into building that generational wealth because you are emotionally unstable.
Okay, let me just stop it right here for a second, y'all. Let me just stop it right here for a second. Let me remove her off and talk about it for a second. So basically what she's saying is that because the woman, the wife, is emotionally unstable. Yes, I did say my disclaimer. Thank you. Because she's saying the wife is emotionally unstable is the reason why she brought it to social media. She basically saying that she should have dealt with this behind closed doors. If he wasn't, the right fit in the marriage, she should have divorced him and walked away and kept it out of social media. She's saying that they could have still been business partners behind the scene, or Nakia could have parted ways with him and opened up another turkey hut, and he could have had that one, or whatever the case may be. So basically, she's saying the wife is wrong for bringing it to social media because she wanted attention and she wanted social media to jump all over him to think he's the bad guy and she is the good person. So what say you? Because, I've heard this before. And what I mean by I've heard it before, in the military, this is why it's hitting so heavy for me, because in the military, a lot of wives would go through different abuse and not say shit, right? And then they be married for a long time, long periods of time, right? And then when we ask, well, like one particular incident, the soldier was beating his wife over 30 years. And this is a true story. Over 30 years, she was getting beat. And the question was asked, because 30 years is a long goddamn long time to be letting somebody lay hands on you. And so when we ask, why in the world did you stay? Right? That's that famous question. But for 30 years, she said because she wanted to protect his career and she wanted him to keep his job in order for him to financially provide for his children. Okay? So now and I've heard this. I've heard it from more than one family member of a soldier, right? So my question is, do you think it's right that a woman should not tell her truth, not speak what she's going through, keep it quiet in order to, one, save his reputation, two, save the business, right? And three, save the business in order for him to feed his family? What say you? What say you? And like I said, I dropped the link. If anybody want to come up here and have an adult debate, let's go. Let's go, because I just want to know, like, and then of course people start telling Tasha that she was victim shaming and that, basically, not liking what she had to say. And she's like, stop telling me I'm victim shaming. Let me let you listen to a little bit of that. Hold on just a second. Let me let you listen to a little bit of that, okay?
Now, as a woman, I got to hold you accountable for that. And I'm not saying he's not doing what you're saying he's doing, but as a Black woman, and you know how hard we've had to come to build businesses, especially successful businesses, that we're going to lose to our kids. You're basically defaming him publicly. And I don't know this man. I don't care to know him. I just want to know the turkey leg. I don't want to know his third leg doing. That's a man, and that's marriage problems. And you ain't the only person out here getting cheated on, getting told you getting cheated on, getting lied to. You ain't the first, you ain't the last. But it's a small percentage of women who have and make the kind of money that they make that they can lead to their children. And I got a problem with you being this selfish to get on the internet, because what you're trying to do is defame his character so you can gear up to take the restaurant because you don't want to work with him.
Do y'all hear this foolishness? Like, okay, do y'all hear this? Because please somebody tell me out in these comments, oh Lord, I totally disagree with Tasha K. Like, I cannot believe she's saying this. Do you hear her saying Tasha K is coming out? I mean, that this woman is coming out saying this, and that the woman is selfish for speaking her truth, for basically saying that she's been covering up for this freaking narcissistic manipulator, liar, deceitful man. Oh my God, I cannot believe, I'm baffled, y'all. Like, I'm so baffled that she would say this. Okay, hold on. Let's listen to some more. Let's listen to some more. This Tasha got me furious, y'all. Furious.
That's not your choice. You need to deal with that in the courts. You either need to sell it, but putting a business out of business just because you are emotionally weak and can't live a relationship without the public rallying behind you to help you do it, because that's the only reason you put this message out, is because you want our help to help you push you across the finish line, and you ain't even walked in the court yet. So now,
and see, she doesn't know what she's talking about, because the woman has already filed for divorce back in May, y'all. Either May or March. It's one of them M months. It's either May or March that she's already filed for divorce. I'm like livid right now, y'all. I'm so livid to hear Tasha K say shit like this. Literally, as a woman. So hush your mouth, right? Hush your mouth, because you guys have a business and you're making money. So hush your face, move out gracefully. Don't tell nobody what the fuck that you've been through in your marriage, especially the way she said it. She sounded like it was very bad, y'all. So forget telling people what you've been through. Hush your mouth, because you guys are making money to leave for your children. What? Hold on, let's listen to a little bit more, and then let's get into this, y'all. I'm like so bothered right now.
For the first time,
what the fuck?
You're using our strength to help you with something that we don't even know this man. That's your man. Not
What?
us.
What's wrong with that?
And from one black woman to another, this is not the way to go. Because you don't forgot about your kid and everything just because he don't want you. But,
oh my God. You forgot about your kids. Oh, living that shit, right? Living that shit for your children. Stay and try to work that shit out for your children. What does she sound like? Hold on. Ooh.
we want them turkey legs, though. We want that money because you're forgetting that at the end of the day, you still got to pay your bills. You still got to send kids to college.
What?
You still got to be able to sustain yourself, and you're willing to give it all up just because he emotionally scarred you. He's a narcissist. Let him go. And y'all can be business partners.
What?
Or not. Make him buy you out. Go start another location. But you literally got up on the internet with all this drama and you got employees and everybody watching it just so they can go attack him. Something you too weak to do. Nah, baby girl, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We're not doing this today. And I don't care how many people in the comments don't told you he was cheating. He ain't no good. That's what they do. They do it to everybody. They do it to me. When you put your relationship out there and you ain't making money out the business, you ain't making money off the relationship. This is what people do. But if you would have kept your relationship out of the business, you wouldn't be here. Now, why you deciding to put us in your business now? I don't care. I really don't give a damn. What I want you to do is get your mind together, get your emotions together, so you can stay in this business, so that you will be able to move on amicably.
Okay, so is that what it's about? Is it about you have a business, you have children, so keep this in private, right? Deal with this shit on your own, okay? Don't get nobody else involved because this is your mess. Yeah, he may have manipulated you, gaslighted you. He's a full-blown narcissist, so she say, allegedly, right? Deal with your pain by yourself. Suffer in silence by yourself. That's what I'm hearing. Anybody hear anything different? Does anybody hear anything different, right? Let me tell you something. Had Nakia not came out and said this, and the divorce hit the news, right? Because it would have, because they would have split up or whatever. Then people form their own opinion. And then if he would have came out and said something, because something was going to come out, right? Something was going to come out. So does he supposed to just drag her or whatever the case may be, and she's not supposed to say anything? She literally said that she's been living hell on earth for years, and she's been covering up the front for years. So she's wrong. She's emotionally unstable because she should have thought about how he's going to stay in business. Let me tell you something. Now, I could be dead as wrong, right? I could be dead as wrong. But I believe that she was paid to take this story, okay? I believe that she was paid to take this story because of the stance that she is taking. I cannot believe that she's literally saying the shit that she's saying. Basically, think about your children. Think about your family. Think about your business. It's not too many people out there like you, black woman. Right? It's not too many women out there like you that have enough money to pass down to your children. Work that shit out, right? Or leave and don't say shit, but let him continue to be whoever the hell he is, and you just bow out gracefully and go heal by yourself somewhere in a corner and let people think however they want to think about this man. So now she's not supposed to speak her truth because his business make a lot of money? Huh? Is that what it is? This is insane. Totally insane. Let me just listen to a little bit more. This is freaking insane.
Did I say that damn word, Lauren? Whatever. Moving on. What are they talking about? Ain't nobody victim blaming. See, that's what's wrong. That's why I be liking to look at the comments sometimes, because it's always that one person. Nobody is victim blaming. What I'm saying is, if me and Shay own a business, we happen to be married, I'm not liking the way he's treating me in the marriage. But we still have a business and we still have kids to feed. And we still have employees that work for us. So it's not just about us. I'm going to work my shit out behind the scenes, move so that I can continue to do business.
So is that what it's
about? The dick got you that bad you can't think? This is not about victim blaming. She probably is a victim. But there are services that help victims, not social media. When has social media ever helped victims? The police, therapists, marriage counselors, life coaches, financial planners. They help victims, not social media. I don't know what social media told you. Because it's given that you're listening to social media because you're reading the comments from people who ain't in your bedroom. And now they done planted all these things in your head. So now when you look at them, you know what they did say. This person that never met you, her name is Cream Cum 1234, said you was a narcissist and I believe her. That's what it's given.
So basically, is she trying to say that that woman is so stupid that she don't know what type of relationship she's in? That, Nakia is so stupid that she don't realize that she's being manipulated? She's so stupid that she don't realize that her man has been deceitful? She's so stupid that she don't realize that he's a gaslighter, a liar, huh? Is that what she's saying? Is that what she's saying? I do not agree one bit with what Tasha K is saying. I am sorry, y'all. I do not agree at all. Why should you suffer in silence? Huh? I mean, if you're going through all of that Nakia said she was going through. Now, she didn't just come out here and say we have outgrown each other, right? She didn't come out here and say we don't see things eye to eye, right? She don't come out here and say I done fell out of love with him. She said I've been abused by a narcissist, a gaslighter, a manipulator. He's deceitful. He's not the man that y'all think he is. But she's supposed to think about the business to save face for her abuser? I don't understand. I mean, am I seeing this wrong? Does anybody down in the comments see it the way Tasha see it? And don't be afraid to say that you do. I mean, come explain it to me, please. How is it that you can tell someone to stay quiet, right, about their abuse because you got a mouth to feed, right? You got a business to run. You got money to make. You got generational wealth to pass down. You got to make these coins to pass down to your family. It's about the business. I don't get it. I mean, I could be wrong. Like I said, I have met women like this, though. I have met women that said the reason why they took the abuse, the reason why they stayed for a long time, the reason why they stayed quiet is because they didn't want to ruin their husband's reputation, cause him to lose his job because he was the financial provider, and it would have taken money out of their children's mouths. I literally heard women say this. I literally heard women say this, and I didn't agree then, and I don't agree now. You know? Now, her bowing out gracefully, this is the thing. Abuse, especially mental and emotional and psychological, and they may all be in one category or whatever, I'm not sure. We all know have a lasting effect, honey. It has a lasting effect. It lasts for a very, very long time, right? You know, the physical, it hurts, but you can get over that, right? Eventually, you'll get over the physical, right? But the mental, emotional, and psychological abuse lasts a long time. So she's supposed to just bow out gracefully. They're supposed to just go get a divorce, this, that, and the other, right? And they're supposed to be business partners because they make a lot of money. If she said that she's been emotionally, psychologically, and mentally abused by this man, she's going through some goddamn trauma. She's going through some shit. And who's to say that they ain't already went to counseling? Huh? How would Tasha K know that? How does Tasha K know that no police have been called? How does Tasha K know that they have not sought out people, their pastor, if they're in church, their counselor? Huh? How does she know that? And she says she's not victim shaming. She literally told the lady, Nakia, that she was selfish for bringing this to social media when she could have just did all this behind closed doors and they could have been business partners or not or whatever. But just go ahead and let the public continue to think whatever they want to think about him. But you just get away from him. Don't ruin him. Don't call out your abuser, right? Don't tell on your abuser. Don't make your abuser look bad, huh? Don't uncover or expose your abuser because he's a money maker. He's a provider. He is feeding the children because he mixed elbows with real celebrities. So keep his abusive ass, his narcissistic traits, his gaslighting, his manipulation, keep it on lock. He doesn't need to be exposed. You're being selfish, woman, if you tell on him. If you reveal him, you're wrong because you are emotionally unstable. What happened to living your truth? Tell your truth. Open your mouth. Speak out. Huh? She could literally be saving the next woman from being a victim by speaking out, but not what Tasha K is saying. Tasha K is saying, hush your mouth, woman, and let the next woman find out. Hush your mouth. He makes money. Let the next woman find out on her own. Shame on you, Tasha K. Shame on you. She literally thinks that having a business and making money is more important than outing an abuser. Same with Keke Palmer. If Keke Palmer didn't tell anybody that Darius Jackson was an abuser, Darius Jackson moves on to the next woman and she gets abused. When do you tell? When does it stop? When does it stop? He just go from woman to woman to woman. And everybody is saving him because he's a moneymaker? What type of fuckery is that? You know? Exactly. He beat your ass, but make that money, sis. The fuck? Exactly. That part. You know, I don't doubt that she's been abused, but I don't care about her abuse. She's being selfish knowing that they have a business. She's being selfish because she's emotionally unstable, knowing they got kids to take care of. Now she wants to turn the public and his employees against him because she's selfish. What? I don't get it. It's women like this, y'all. It's literally women like this, the ones that say, why are you telling us? We don't want to know. Keep that to yourself. So suffer in silence, woman. Yeah. How you going to tell another woman to suffer in silence? Don't speak their truth. Save the next person. You know how many times people have said, when I spoke out, I saved someone else. Or even when you hear on these crime shows, you hear women saying they feel bad because they wish they would have spoke out. And if they would have spoke out, that guy would have probably been in jail, right? And somebody else wouldn't have became a victim. How many times have y'all heard somebody say that? Had I said something, had I said something, and this is even like they're rapists, right? Women get raped and stay quiet, right? Because I guess that's what Tasha K saying do too, right? Stay quiet because he got a business. He got to take care of his family. You're just emotional unstable. Stay quiet, right? And let the next victim find out. But like I said, on these crime shows, you hear women that come forth and say, I feel bad because if I would have said something, then it probably would not have been another victim, but for another grown-ass woman. And Tasha ain't no young, dumb woman. She ain't no young, dumb woman. She's in her 40s and married and have children. So Tasha K, are you saying if you was in an abusive relationship, you would just bow out gracefully, don't say shit, deal with it on your own, just stay quiet about it? Hell no, she won't. So why would you tell another woman to do that? Why? This rubbed me the absolute wrong way, and it screamed to me. Y'all tell me what y'all think. It screamed to me that she was paid to tell this story. Now, this is allegedly because, of course, based on my opinion. But this sounds like she was paid to spin this narrative to make the wife look horrible. Now, do y'all think I'm off? Do y'all think I'm off, or you think that she's just this vile person and this is her thoughts? It sounds to me like someone paid her to spin this narrative because the husband, well, they do rub elbows with real ass celebrities. And I do know sometimes real ass celebrities like to spin the damn narrative. This is crazy. She said, I know a man like Tasha could care less who her son abused. First question she asked is, does he pay the bills? Can't stand her. Does he pay the bills? That woman that stays silent suffer from permanent mental health abuse over time. Speaking out to seek help from your village is supposed to help, not hurt. I thought so too. I thought speaking out helps you heal. So if she's saying if you have a business, you're supposed to stay silent and heal on your own, right? Or if you poor, you're supposed to bring it out to the public. But if you got a business and kids to feed, keep that shit to yourself. Is that what it is? She says it sounds scripted to me. She says, Tasha says, shut up and get that money. But I can't rock that way, Sonia. I can't rock that way. Goes to show some women can be bought. Abuse is never cool, especially for no amount of expense. It isn't worth it. My heart goes out to all the victims and survivors. Mine too, Foxy Lady. Let's see what else she had to say. Hold on. This girl is crazy. What the hell?
Come on now. Come on. Even if it's her business, they're still married. Sorry. And that's another thing too. They're married. It's their business. And that's why she's ready to fight. Stop. Let's go.
So basically she's saying they're married. So that's another thing. Because they're married, it should stay their business because they're married. Don't tell nobody what's going on in your married ass life. Keep your married ass abuse to yourself. Sorry, y'all.
Budgets at up to 50.
Sorry. Because you married, keep your married ass abuse to yourself. Don't tell your business because you married. That stays in your married ass house, I guess. Your issues, your hurt, your traumas, your problems need to stay in your married ass house. I don't get it. This woman came out and said that she has been living hell on earth. That's a statement in itself, y'all. There's women out there that say that they've been living in hell, and now that's subjective because, you know, their hell may be different than your hell, right? But, you know, just to touch on the Brianna situation just a little bit. I remember when, I think it's called Comedian Jazz or Jazzy T or something, and she came out and she said, Brianna used to have these really, really bad migraines, real bad, like real bad, right? And, you know, she used to suffer with them a whole lot. And then we found out later that dealing with a narcissistic person can cause really, really bad migraines. Did y'all hear that? Have y'all heard that? Or has it just been me? That dealing with the narcissist can cause pain, like physical pain. Very, very bad migraines, headaches, whatever you want to call them. And she was experiencing that. That could have been hell for her. I've never had a migraine, but I've been around people that have had migraines and they said that shit ain't no joke. You hear me? They said it ain't no joke, that they don't even like to hear people talk. Even talking bothers them. Light bothers them. Sound bothers them. Like if you have a migraine, I heard that shit hurt so bad. I heard that some people with migraines be in tears, honey. Tears. That could be their own personal hell that they are experiencing, right? Hell could mean different things. Some people hell, they can't sleep. They have anxiety. Some people hell is they're depressed, you know? Some people hell, they so stressed out, they break out and, you know, bumps all over their face or whatever the case may be. Different people experience hell differently, right? But she said, I've been living in hell on earth, right? Which means that she feels like she has been having the worst experience that she's ever experienced, right? Her hell. So because she's living in hell, she's not supposed to talk about it because 1, they're married. 2, they have a business. 3, they got kids to feed. And 4, because you're selfish. And 5, because you are emotionally unstable woman. 6, because you need to suffer in silence to save him because he's a provider. I don't understand this whatsoever. I do not agree with Tasha K. I do not agree with staying silent about your abuse. I don't give a fuck who he is. I don't care if he is Barack Obama. I don't care who he is. I don't care if he's the pastor of your church. And y'all know that first ladies, some, not all, deal with this type of shit and stay quiet for this very same damn reason. For this very same damn reason. Y'all know Pastor Gray wife? Do y'all know what I'm talking about? Pastor Gray? Pastor Gray first name, let me see. Pastor Gray is he in South Carolina. Or Bishop Gray, maybe. I think it might be Bishop Gray. Hold on. Bishop Gray of South Carolina. I don't know his I don't know his first name. Hold on. Well, it might be Pastor Gray. Hold on. John Gray. That's what it is. John Gray. Y'all heard how he cheated on his wife more than once, right? And bought her Lamborghini and gave it to her in church. You know, that was a way of him saying, I love you, forgive me, you know, and I got your back, or whatever the case may be. And then her stupid ass gets up in the audience and say she ain't gonna let another woman take away what she has invested in and built up for years, right? And the reason why I say stupid, because even if she planned on doing that, staying with him through all of that, to come out in the church, right? This was done in the church. To come out in the church and say, I'm not going to let another woman take what I have invested in and built up for the last however many years, she said, she sounded whack. She could have easily just said, I'm staying with my husband. But the fact that she tried to, in my opinion, blame it on the woman, trying to say, I'm not to let another woman take. So basically blaming it on another woman, or I don't know if she said take or destroy. Whatever she said, she implied like it was the woman's fault, right? But being the first lady, she did that, stayed quiet, did all that bullshit because the amount of money that this man made. And she actually said that shit out of her own mouth. I built this. Basically, she built that. She made him. You know, she went through all the whatever with him to get him to where he is. So basically, you think I'm about to let all this money go? That ain't no different. There's no difference. She's staying quiet and excusing his badass behaviors and stuff out loud, because she could have just excused his badass behavior without trying to throw shade at the other woman, right? She could have done that. Now, that's not me telling her to be quiet, because she was still saving her husband, right? But the reason why, you know, her trying to throw the woman under the bus, try to make him look better, was disgusting to me. It was disgusting to me. And she's operating in the capacity of a first lady? Like, who does that? That's telling the congregations of your church, if your man can put Lamborghini keys in your hands, then blame the woman. Now, I'm not sitting here saying, you know, leave if your man cheat on you. I'm not saying that. Do whatever you want to do, right? Do whatever you want to do. But I wouldn't say do it based solely on him being able to put money in your hand. That shit gonna backfire on you. It's gonna backfire on you. You're gonna be left with all kind of emotional trauma, for real. Thank you, Sonia, so much for that $5 super sticker, baby. If you want me to read one of your comments, you know, you could just make a comment along with this. It's a super chat, and I'll make sure I read your comment up here. But that's crazy. And see, and let me tell you something, and this is not for me to take the heat off the Tasha K and the turkey leg situation, but this Pastor Gray, I just got to say this, you know, because she excused him the first time, let him go, just let, you know, save his ass, basically. He did this shit again. He did the shit again. And then she excused him the second time, and he's gonna do it again. And he even came out, and I don't know if y'all heard this, but he came out and said something about him wanting to commit suicide. Do y'all remember that? Do y'all remember that? Do y'all remember he came out talking about something about ending his life? Do y'all remember that? Anybody? Anybody remember that? And she's like, pray for him, pray for him, pray for him. Let's cover him, y'all. Let's cover him. Let's cover him. Okay. Do anybody other than me remember when this dude was talking about how he didn't even want to live no more and all this bull crap or whatever because of whatever the reason? It's that excuse behavior. It's that excuse behavior. I feel like Nakia coming out about the abuse may even save him. And what I mean by that is maybe the fact that you get outed for your shit will cause you to go get help. But if people keep on covering, because let me tell you something, like mothers, a lot of mothers cover the bad shit that our sons do, right? We don't say nothing. Are we helping our sons? No, hell no, we're not helping them. If we covering it, how are they going to get better? We're telling them that shit is okay. We're telling our sons, our boys, our men that shit is okay. When you don't out them, when you don't expose them, when you don't shut that shit down, they would do it again. 9 times out of 10, they would do it again. Now, you might have one slide through the crack, 1 or 2 or 3 slide through the crack, and they learn from their mistake. But a lot of them, if you keep excusing it, if you keep it on the low, they're going to do it again. They're going to do it again. You know? She says, I didn't know he cheated a second time. Oh, yeah, he did. Well, he say he didn't cheat. But, I mean, when you fly a whole nother woman outside of the country, what do you call that? Now, we don't know what happened in the hotel room or whatever the damn case. But you flying a woman other than your spouse outside of the country, what do you call that? So we don't know if they got busy or he just wanted to show her the finer things in life or whatever the case may be. But I call spades a spade. Now, the church members can say anything they want to say, and I think they did try to cover for them because they are just as much of freaking, oh, Lord, what do you call them? They try to cover up shit too. They try to cover shit too. They know I ain't even gonna go there, y'all. I ain't going there because, I'm just not. I'm not gonna go there, but we have to hold abusers, narcissists, manipulators, liars, deceitfulness. We gotta hold them accountable for that shit. Because if not, how are they going to change? How are they going to do better? If you're telling them it's okay, it's okay. No one needs to know. It's okay. It's okay. Your little secret stays with me. No, dude. I'm about to out your ass to save someone else, to save myself, to help me heal, right? But also to save someone else. What you're doing is ridiculous. Absolutely freaking ridiculous. And I ain't talking about like somebody that just, like I say, y'all don't agree on shit. Y'all just don't agree. Y'all both have mutual disagreements and stuff like that. I'm talking about an abuser. I'm talking about a straight up ass abuser, a manipulator, somebody that is really trying to manipulate you, harm you. You know what I mean? Psychologically, fuck you. Okay? Mind fuck you. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know those type of people. I ain't talking about somebody that y'all just grew apart because, you know, you like country music and he like hip hop. I ain't saying shit like that. He like baseball and you like skate. I ain't saying shit like that. I'm saying people that know they are getting over and abusing you and they keep doing it because they want to psychologically break your ass. They want to control you. They want to break you down like an M16. I'm talking about niggas like that, okay? Get over on you because they got money and you may need them financially. I'm talking about them kind. Back to this turkey leg guy. I've looked at several of his videos. He is very charismatic. He makes you laugh. You know, he say slick, funny shit here and there, right? He makes you comfortable. But his mouth, if you stop and pay attention to his mouth when he's around his wife, do you see how he disrespects her by over talking her all the time? She'll be halfway through a sentence and he takes the fuck over the whole conversation. Have y'all seen that? Have y'all even looked at that at all? He talks about money all the time. Ain't nothing wrong with talking about your blessings. I'm not saying don't talk about your blessings. Talk about your blessings. If that's what you want to do, talk about your blessings. But he says things like, you know, yeah, I got millions. I got millions. You know, he says something to the fact of he asked his friend or somebody to invest in a business with him and they said no. And he's like, oh yeah, I bet you they regret not investing in no business with me because I didn't turn this business into a multi-million business and da 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 da. Like he literally talks like, matter of fact, he said he made $90,000 in 30 days. Did y'all hear him say that? He made $90,000 in 30 days. And when he was getting sued with a lawsuit, he said, even if they take this business, I'm going to stand another business back up. And within 120 days, I'm going to make $1 million. Or some shit like that, he said. I might be off a day or two or whatever. Thank you, K Mills, for that super chat. Super sticker, I'm sorry. Appreciate that. Yeah, he said within 120 days, I'll make another $1 million. And here she goes. She listening to the bullshit. She rolling her eyes a little bit. It wasn't like you know, she rolled them 100%. Like you could definitely tell she rolled her eyes. But after the story hits, then when you go back and look at it, you could tell. You can't tell it before you find out that they are the abuser. But then for some reason afterwards, you could tell clear as day that she was like, nigga, I wish you would shut the fuck up. Always doing that shit. He's definitely a boaster and a bragger. That joker said he did, what did he say? He bought one car or delivered one car or whatever, because you know he got a car delivering business. And I think he said he bought one car and sold it or flipped it or whatever and was able to go and buy 18 more cars, which that ain't boasting and bragging. That's just saying his capabilities, right? But if you keep listening to him, you can tell he's so arrogant. I can only imagine what type of person he was behind closed doors. And the thing about it is, he's never came out and said that he wasn't the monster that his wife said that he was. He just said, basically, he didn't do it intentionally and he's going to do better. But I believe, this is just my opinion, I believe if it wasn't him, it was somebody close to him. But Tasha K was sold this story and told how to narrate it in a way that make the wife look and feel bad. That's just my belief. I could be dead ass fucking wrong. But because I know that with the other story, I know she got slid a few coins because there ain't no way she gonna take on no sloppy ass receipts that she did and run with something that wasn't verified. Run with something that she had no fucking clue about. I'm telling you, she didn't know what the hell she was talking about. But she ran with it. She didn't do no research, because if she would have done research, she would have knew. And she would have been like, F y'all. This is crazy. She didn't do no research. Sometimes you want a story. Listen, if somebody said, Amora, I'll give you $2,000 to share my story on your panel. Hell, if I'm hurting for money, especially if I owe somebody $4 million, I'm gonna be like, damn, 2,000? Send me the story. Send it to me. But at least I'm gonna try to do some research. Damn. Even when, even when I've been given stories to do. I still wanted to do the research. I asked questions. I did. I said, well, wait a minute. Trust me when I say, y'all know people have reached out to me and said, I want to share my story on your platform. And the thing about it is, a lot of people think I reached out to them and dug them up. No, baby, they came to me. They came to me. But I asked questions, because it's not always about quick, easy money. Yeah, does $2,000 sound good to run a story? Hell yeah, it sounds good to run a story. But at least know a little bit of something that you're talking about. Don't just run with it just because. Who are these people? What do they do? What does she do? What does he do? Tell me a little bit about what's going on. Now, I believe, like I say, and the reason why I say I believe this, because it's hard for me to believe Tasha K as a woman would spew bullshit like this about you trying to ruin this man's reputation because you're selfish. You're not thinking about the kids. You're not thinking about the business. You're only thinking about yourself, and you came out and spoke out because you want social media to rally behind you to take this man down. It's hard for me to believe that she would spew that type of language, knowing that, a lot of women suffer in silence for years and years and years. And a lot of women, when they suffer like this in silence, that's why they have that show called Snapped. Y'all know that show, Snapped? Used to be one of my favorite shows. My husband like, you need to stop watching Snap. I don't like you watching Snap like that. I used to be a Snap watching girl. And he like, I don't know, babe. I don't really like you watching Snap like that. I'm like, what do you mean? But a lot of women that suffer in silence end up on Snap. They end up on shows like Snap because they done suffered for too damn long. So either you come out, speak your truth, get that shit off your chest, heal, move forward, right? Hopefully they see the error of their ways and they go get help. What's wrong with that? There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Just go get help. They can actually become a better person. In my opinion, I feel like they can become a better person if they're called on their shit. If they're called on their shit. Sometimes people need to be told, listen, your shit stinks and you need to clean it up. She said, yes, it was totally scripted. I agree with you. I dislike Tasha K. I'm sorry, but after she helped RH and KW bash Bree, I stopped liking her. I hear what you're saying, but do you think that she's just a vile person like that? You think she'll just pull that shit out her ass, or do you think that somebody slid her a few dollars to to make the narrative the way they wanted it to be? I don't like what she did. I had to say something. I definitely had to say something. I was like, nah, girl, no. She said, oh, she was paid. That's what I think too, Britt. Okay, Joyce, you said you like Tasha K. What do you think? Well, what do you think she was thinking? Is this her? Is this somebody that you watch all the time, Joyce? Is this her? Or do you think she was slid a couple of dollars? Or this is just the type of person she is? What do you think, Joyce? And listen, I'm not saying, I would never tell y'all don't like somebody over here. You like whoever you want to like. You know what I mean? What do you think, Joyce? What do you think the reason Tasha basically say, woman, you need to sit in silence? If she, sit in silence because you guys have a business, y'all have kids, you need to save his reputation so he can continue to provide. She said, yeah, I watch her. Okay, tell me what you think. She said, yeah, Tasha K sounds a little different, which is suspicious. She sounds too invested, giving off payoff vibes. That's what I was thinking. She literally called Nakia selfish. She called her, you're selfish for coming out and saying this. She literally said, if you don't like what he's doing to you, just leave. Why say anything? Really? Because possibly she could save another victim, Tasha? Just possibly? She said, I don't agree with what she said though. Oh, okay. Do you think she was paid to say this story, Joyce? Or do you think that that's just, what type, that's how she, and listen, how long she been married? Like 20 years? It could be because she's been married. She's married to an African guy, a guy from Africa, and they do have a little difference of beliefs than we do. You know what I mean? There is some men and probably some women out there, some cultures, should I say, that do agree with you shouldn't, out your business and stuff like that. But I just feel like if you're suffering, you should be able to come out and talk about it. I've always been told that you heal quicker that way. So now, is Tasha saying you don't? Is Tasha saying keep that shit bottled in? She said, with Tasha, you never know. Yeah. Well, I just wanted to see how y'all felt about that. Like, was this like something that you would agree with? And please don't be afraid in the comments to tell me that you agree with Tasha. Don't do that, because I just want to understand why, how. We all have different mindsets. You know what I'm saying? And if you do agree with not, outing your significant other or your husband, if y'all have a business together or whatever, to save his business, to keep money going into the family, to be able to feed the kids, just tell me, because I've heard it before. I literally have heard it from soldiers' wives, sergeant major wives, officer wives, senior enlisted wives. I didn't tell because I didn't want to get him in trouble, because he would have got kicked out of the military. And then if he would have got kicked out of the military, he wouldn't have been able to feed our family. I've heard that shit before. Absolutely, She said, sounds too personal, like she's defending her brother or a family member. Girl, Stephanie. Yes, that part. And it did. You're right. It did. She called her emotionally. What did she call her? It wasn't emotionally terrorist. What did she call her? Emotionally what? Do I need to go back? What did she call her? She called her emotionally something. Let me see if I can go back to it right quick. I gotta go back and see what she called her, because I can't remember what it was. Hold on.
% off. We print holiday cards, calendars.
All right, hold on. What did you call her, Tasha? I can't remember if it was emotionally. Let me see. Hold on.
We're literally in a fight for our peace and sanity. Right there. That's the.
Let's see what she called her.
I brought light to his life while he came into mine to destroy not only me, but all who love me. And I'm finally closing this chapter, but I know the battle is about to commence and I'm ready. I know after I win this war, I finally have my peace. There are so many more chapters to my story, but this one is officially closed. I'm going to need all the support I can get, but I also know that God has me. Now, the problem that I have is that, from the time we wake up to the time we close our eyes each night, we are literally in a fight for our peace and sanity. And I can admit that I played my part in hindering and hiding the behavior, but today I'm finally choosing me. I'll die behind this truth and I'll lose everything to finally have peace.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
So, gang department said something the other day. So we in a boat. Let's picture. Let's aside from the marriage, we got the marriage, we got the kids, we got the family, we got the employees, people that work for them. They have families. Everybody's in a boat. You decide, because he's not emotionally meeting your needs and treating you how you feel you deserve to be treated, which is your right. Right? Every woman deserves that. But because you're not getting your way, it seems like you just want to punch a hole in the boat. So for you to prove a point that we just not finding out about, the police don't know about it, the courts don't know about it, the divorce court don't know about it. Why do we know this first?
And how does she know that? Anyway. Oh, Lord.
We're anesthesiologists,
y'all.
surgeons, emergency medicine physicians.
I just want to hear what she said. Emotionally what?
You want to punch a hole in the boat and sink the whole boat with you, your kids on it, him, the employees, and everybody that put everything into building that generational wealth because you are emotionally unstable.
Unstable. Emotionally unstable. Because she's emotionally unstable for exposing her abuser. She's emotionally unstable. So the businesses and all that stuff comes before your peace, is what Tasha K is saying. Tasha K said because she is emotionally unstable. But Tasha K out there fighting in heels, right? So what was Tasha K? Was she emotionally unstable when she was kicking a man in the head with high heels on and a dress? Because to me, that's emotionally unstable. Tasha K was jeopardizing their livelihood when she carried on a lie on a celebrity, a mother, right, that asked her to stop lying on me, right? Stop saying that I'm giving my child herpes. Stop telling people that I have herpes and I'm giving it to my child. She put her and her husband's livelihood on the line, right? Because she told the judge that she made $4 million off of this story, but she was willing to jeopardize $4 million that she was told to delete the videos and apologize. But because her emotionally unstable ass couldn't do that, now she's jeopardizing her and her husband's livelihood. But who's emotionally unstable? Who's out there calling transgenders or whatever, arguing and fighting with transgenders, fighting some dude at the club because he says you have a fat ass. But who's she calling emotionally unstable? Because she said that day in and day out, I'm fighting for my peace. Or should I say, she said, when I wake up in the morning to the time I go to bed at night, I'm fighting for my peace and I'm willing to lose it all. I'm willing to lose it all. Is considered emotionally unstable. But she out here fighting with a dress on. A short dress at that. She out here fighting in heels. But then this lady is emotionally unstable. Okay, Tasha. That don't make sense, but okay, Tasha. Okay, Tasha. Okay. You're not making any sense, Tasha. At all, y'all. She's not making any sense. She admitted she lied about Cardi B in federal court. She did. In federal freaking court. But yet Nakia is emotionally unstable because she said, I'm willing to lose it all to stand on my truth. But she emotionally unstable. Make that make sense. Make it make sense. So anyway, any more comments or anything? Thank y'all for those super chats. I do appreciate it. Super stickers. Any more comments before I end this video? I just really want to bring this to light that this is some fuckery because that's exactly what it is going on. I do not agree with it, not one freaking bit. Like, come on. Come on. I'm right. I'm with you when you're right. I'm not with you when you're wrong. Tasha K, in my opinion, on this one right here, she got it wrong. Okay? She got it wrong. She knows she didn't have no reason to be fighting in that dress because her ass blink, blink, you funny. But she was out here fighting in the dress. And I feel like when you reach 40 and you married, I think she's been married like 18, 19 years or some shit like that, right? Married for a long ass time. And if I'm not mistaken, I think they said her husband was with her. Why the hell is she fighting? Why even have a husband if you got to fight another man? I ain't fighting or put my hands on another man if my husband is with me. I ain't doing it, period. But I'm just saying, if my husband and my security team is there, why the hell do I need to do anything? Then why am I paying a security team? Make no sense. That's considered emotionally unstable to me. That's emotionally unstable to me. So anyway, y'all, I just thought that I would bring this to y'all. But as far as the turkey leg guy, he, well, his name is Lindell. They call him Lynn. He has since came out on his social media. He's throwing little hints, you know, not a whole lot, you know, making little videos like, I guess trying to say, you know, slick shit, like trying to say that Nakia is not being honest. You know what I mean? He says stuff, you know, here and there, you know, trying to discredit her. Even after he wrote that note saying that he's going to do better. Starting today is what he said, starting today. But at the same time, he comes out and say, oh, she say I'm this, she say I'm that. He said, oh, that's funny or some shit like that. You know what I mean? But we're going to keep on following this story, find out where it goes. A lot of people seem to think that she done went back to him and she just came out and said that just for publicity and they back together. But I honestly do not think that they are back together. I think that she is going to move forward with this divorce. Y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think, you know, or whatever. Make sure y'all thumbs up this video. And I will talk to y'all later. Let me just read this last comment. She said she was laughing in her video saying her husband was fighting too and her security was tired of fighting men in dresses. Also, because her husband was fighting too and the security team was tired, I guess she figured, well, let me do my part. Let me do my part. Tasha, why hire a security team if you're going to be out there fighting? Ain't no damn way. That's just like me hiring a lawn guy and I'm out there pulling weed. Why am I going to pay him to clean up my grass, clean up my yard, and I'm out there pulling weed? It don't make no sense, okay? I'm not about to hire a babysitter, then sit there and help you babysit my damn child. It's just not going down like that. But anyway, I love y'all. Leave the comments in the chat or whatever. And make sure you thumbs up this video. Subscribe if you have not already. And I will talk to you guys later. Okay. Love y'all. Good night.